Criticism, something we all encounter. It can sting, discourage, or even make us doubt our worth. But what if we could view criticism not as a setback, but as an opportunity? The Stoics believed that our power lies not in controlling the external world, but in mastering our internal responses. Imagine turning every piece of criticism into a stepping stone for growth. In this video, we'll explore how the wisdom of ancient Stoics can teach us to handle criticism gracefully and use it as fuel for personal development. Let's dive into the art of responding to criticism with strength and wisdom. Part 1. The nature of criticism, separating fact from opinion. Criticism is as old as humanity itself. Whether it's from friends, strangers, or even our inner voice, it's important to distinguish constructive feedback from baseless negativity. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This is key when dealing with criticism. Start by questioning the source of criticism. Is it coming from someone who genuinely wants to help, or from a place of malice? For example, imagine receiving a harsh performance review at work. Instead of immediately feeling attacked, pause. Reflect on whether the critique points to areas of improvement or stems from personal bias. Stoics teach us to focus on what we can control, our reaction. Marcus Aurelius advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Practice taking a moment of silence after hearing criticism. This small pause helps you avoid reacting emotionally and gives you time to assess the situation rationally. Part 2. Turning criticism into a tool for growth. Once we've identified constructive criticism, the next step is to use it to our advantage. Seneca, a Roman Stoic, emphasized the importance of self-improvement through feedback. He wrote, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." Consider a musician performing in front of an audience. If a listener offers advice on improving their tone, the musician can either feel offended or see this as a chance to refine their craft. The choice defines their growth. Similarly, adopt the mindset of a lifelong learner. View criticism as free advice to improve, even if it's not perfectly delivered. Practical steps. Ask questions. If feedback is vague, politely seek clarification. For instance, "Could you explain what you mean by that?" Keep a journal. Write down critiques you receive and reflect on them later. Over time, you'll notice patterns and identify specific areas to improve. Remember, the more you embrace constructive criticism, the more resilient and skilled you become. Part 3. Emotional detachment, the key to remaining calm. Emotional reactions to criticism can cloud our judgment. A key Stoic practice is emotional detachment, which allows us to observe situations without being overwhelmed. Imagine someone insults your work. Instead of taking it personally, ask yourself, "Is this true?" If not, let it go. If yes, accept it with humility. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself, "You can discard most of the junk that clutters your mind, things that exist only there." Apply this wisdom to criticism. Don't let every comment weigh on you. Picture each piece of feedback as a pebble. While some might fit into the mosaic of your growth, others should simply be set aside. Practical exercise. Practice a technique called view from above. Visualize yourself from a higher perspective, detached from the immediate emotion. This mental distance can help you approach criticism with clarity. Part 4. Handling unfair or malicious criticism. Not all criticism is valid. Some comes from envy, misunderstanding, or malice. The Stoics teach us not to internalize the negativity of others. Epictetus advised, "If someone speaks ill of you, don't make excuses. Instead say, 'He must not know my other faults, otherwise he would have mentioned those too.'" This advice may seem counterintuitive, but it highlights the power of humility and self-awareness. Consider social media. Negative comments are often more about the critic than the criticized. Instead of engaging in arguments, choose to focus on what aligns with your growth. Set boundaries. For example, if someone consistently offers unhelpful or hurtful feedback, limit your interactions with them. Protecting your peace is as important as embracing constructive input. Part 5. Building resilience through gratitude and perspective. Gratitude is a powerful Stoic practice that can transform how we view criticism. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." By practicing gratitude, we can soften the sting of criticism and maintain perspective. Instead of seeing criticism as an attack, consider it a gift. Think of the people who care enough to share honest feedback, even if it's not delivered perfectly. For example, a friend pointing out your flaws is an opportunity to deepen trust and self-awareness. Practical tip: at the end of each day, reflect on the feedback you received and list at least one way it helped you grow. Conclusion: criticism can either break us or build us. The choice is ours. The Stoics believed that every challenge, including harsh words, is an opportunity to strengthen our character. By separating fact from opinion, turning feedback into growth, and practicing emotional detachment, we can transform criticism into a powerful tool for self-improvement. Remember, the path to growth is not free of obstacles. But with the wisdom of the Stoics, every critique becomes a stepping stone toward a stronger, wiser version of yourself.